Good evening. Today, India is celebrating birth anniversary of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He needs no special introduction. Everybody in the country knows about this great personality. He is the father of the Constitution of India. He was the first Law Minister of India. He was the chairman of the drafting committee in the Constituent Assembly and many more attached to this great personality. And we need to remember, recollect various values that have been enshrined in the Constitution, which have been specifically mentioned by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Next, if you look at the next topic, we'll be discussing regarding the Election Commission. India got a new Chief Election Commissioner. Regarding that, we will be discussing now. But before that, let me tell you, if you look at any elections, some political parties that are considered to be recognized political parties and unrecognized political parties. Every recognized political party can make use of 40 star campaigns. Every non-recognized political party can make the utilization of the 20 star campaigns. So the number can be decided by the Election Commission. So how many star campaigns can be used by a recognized party? 40. So that can be decided by the Election Commission. But who should be there in this particular list of 40? That cannot be decided by the Election Commission. For example, if you look at last year, the former Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Kamal Nath, during this election campaign, he criticized one woman member. During that time, the Election Commission removed him from the star campaigner list. When the Congress party moved the Supreme Court made it very clear that who should be there in this list, star campaigner list, that can be decided by the concerned political party, and Election Commission has no business into that. Fine. So that is the reason why. So this is very much there in the news. But as far as sometimes you come across with the model code of conduct. Model code of conduct is nothing but the guidelines that are issued by the Election Commission during the time of the election. For example, see here in the recently, the elections are happening, and Mamata Banerjee, Miss Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, she has been banned for campaigning for 24 hours. So because she has used certain things that are related to religion, that is the reason why she has been banned for 24 hours for violating the model code of conduct. That decision can be taken by the Election Commission. At the same time, Trinamool Congress also demanded that similar type of ban should also be imposed on people like Narendra Modi, as well as the Home Minister of India, Mr. Amit Shah. So but ultimate decision can be taken by the Election Commission of India. But please remember, how many star campaigns for a recognized political party? 40 star campaigns. And how many for non-recognized political party? Answer is 20. Number can be restricted by the Election Commission, but Election Commission cannot decide who will be the members in that particular this star campaigners. Fine. So now I would like to open the document and show you the points that are related to this. Kindly have a look at this. A recognized national or state party declared as such by the Election Commission of India can nominate a maximum of how many star campaigns? A maximum of how many star campaigns? Very, very important one. 58, 52, 35, 40, and just now I told you, and the answer is option D, that is 40. Right? Very important one. Kindly remember this. And similarly, unrecognized political party can nominate a maximum of 20 star campaigns. And please remember, and recently the Election Commission of India delisted ex-telecom minister A. Raja from the list of star campaigns, and he has been reprimanded for the violation of the Model Code of Conduct for making certain remarks during the election time. In the similar manner, when it comes to MCC, Model Code of Conduct, this is a set of guidelines issued by the Election Commission of India to regulate political parties and candidates prior to elections. Similarly, if you look at this one, it helps Election Commission of India in keeping with the mandate it has been given under Article number 324. I told you already during our discussion on Indian polity classes, Election Commission has ultimate powers. Ultimate powers during the time of the elections. Clear? So Article 324 of the Constitution, which gives it the power to supervise and conduct free and fair elections to the Parliament as well as the state legislatures. Kindly remember, Election Commission of India will conduct elections to President, Vice President, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, state legislative assemblies as well as the state legislative councils. Please remember this one. Now, look at this. India got new chief election commissioner, and this is the gentleman. Look at the pic here. The president appointed Sri Sushil Chandra. All these days it was Sunil Arora, and Sunil Arora demitted the office, and now in his place you got Sri Sushil Chandra, the senior most election commissioner, as the chief election commissioner in the Election Commission of India, and he already assumed the charge, and the notification to that effect has been released. And if you look at Shri Sushil Chandra, he took office as an election commissioner on February 15th, 2019, after retiring as a chairman of the CBDT, Central Board of Direct Taxes. And now this gentleman is the Chief Election Commissioner of India. Very, very important one. So kindly remember all these points. So that's all for the day, and I'll see you in the next class. Thank you so much. Take very good care.